Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host Mary Ellen. This is the flip through of December 2023 that I have sort of combined with a December daily. The thing that I took most from December is the early stated mission of get outside your comfort zone. So if the page isn't pushing you creatively somehow, for me, that was considered a bit of a fail. Voici le livre. Here's the book. She is a chunker. It is a chunker. There is neither a he nor a she. I love this journal. So I did a journal exchange with Shell at Shell's Creative Chaos, and I did an ephemera exchange with Cindy at Studio Lou. So I had two different sources for art every single day of December. And I think that is one of the biggest gifts that I could possibly have been given this year. That was absolutely fabulous. The other thing that Shell's Creative Chaos did was create an advent calendar that was curated for me and based on junk journaling materials. And like I say, absolutely splendid. So she sent me a blank journal, and I have done all kinds of stitching on top of it. These two things here were from one of her Advent days. I think this was as well. This is stuff from Cindy at Studio Lou, and the same with that, and the same with that. So let us get into it. Well, okay. Well, step one, untie the knot. I didn't expect that was going to happen. So much for elegance. Okay, so this is a 2-signature book, and I thought when I received it, it's like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get through 2 signatures. And I more or less did, because one, Michelle created the journal out of a beautiful children's cat counting book, and I left some of the beautiful pages blank just to be as cats, and I think that is as it should be. So where are we here? So this is the prompt list, and we'll see if we can. So not everything is going to be on December. Some of it is just going to be December daily. And I just want to see, let's do a green. Okay, so the opening was, I think this, which is Schlaf im Heilige Ruhe is Asleep in Heavenly Peace, which is Silent Night in German. And this is Gracie. And Gracie is the executive producer of the show, currently asleep. So, was able to get that one. Okay. So this is a beautiful letter from Michelle. And this was a fun exercise, and that's not exercise, game. She was able to create prompts all through this that I could go and find, which I think I did. The other thing that I used is Cindy at Studio Lou has a Patreon, and one of her monthly, first of every month, she gives out a journal with me set of ephemera that's around 17 or so pages long, full of stuff that she's thrifted, stuff that she's drawn, stuff from her stash. It's all quite beautiful. So this image is from that, and so those images also are figure throughout. And this is a Christmas card, my first Christmas card, and this is from an artist friend of mine who draws her Christmas card every year, because who doesn't draw the Christmas cards every year? This is another Christmas card, flippity up. this is cut out of an image. I started to play around with AI because I was curious after a bunch of discussions. And so that is as far out of my comfort zone as you can possibly get. So this is the promptless pocket. And this would be a great example of, I'm just going to leave the page as it is because it's a beautiful kitty cat. This is, which is this? I don't know. I'm going to say this is just a Christmas one. And shaker card. This is an image from Cindy at Studio Lou. And this was a piece, a single piece of ephemera that I cut in two and made for each side. I have to clip this in, otherwise the card keeps folding out. I made Advent shaker cards, 24 of them, and put a mindfulness prompt on the back of each. And I loved that experience. To be able to have that many shaker cards is wonderful. And these are just more journaling cards, and it just goes with the whole thing of trees. And this is more trees. It's more trees. We had a good old route with the trees. Okay, so this is, how are we going to do this? I need to do that. This is Selfie in a Bubble. So I didn't do them in order. And this is Dearest Little Gracie, bunch of journaling, and that's me and Gracie on our gotcha day, and that's me at a ball game. So a lot of selfies. And I realized that I take a lot of pictures and they live in my phone. So this was a great opportunity for me to go to my phone and print some things out. What might this have been? So this is another, oh, I know, it's this. This is the Forgotten Snacks, which I don't know how you would ever forget a snack, but there we are. And these are Junior Mints. And this is also another card. This was interesting. I don't normally do sewing around the sides, and I enjoyed that part of this. And I also love that there was a sort of a green theme in the mints. See, this is why it's so thick. It's because there used to be a single page, and now I have like 5 layers on each page. It's bananas. This is just a card. That's me. This is another image from Cindy at Studio Lou. I love the lamb with the wreath. Absolutely loved it. Cats, blank page. This is the Salvage Birds. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Phew. Might do it again. Phew. I did. So these are salvaged birds. So I got these 2 out of a magazine. I just like the color of them. This is a circle bird, and this was from as a response video to Janet Nash. She was obsessed by circles, and so I wanted to participate. Love this guy's tail. I love that this is this and the little poof at the end. I think this is an Earl. Yes, this is an owl. And isn't there one about time? Clocks and Wings. This is Clocks and Wings. And this is, who is that? Medieval Mirage. Love this center page. This is really good. This is The Butterfly and Three Torn Things. So, images here, all by Cindy at Studio Lou. Love, love, love them all. Butterflies, just stickers. This is a Christmas card. And these are hilarious. So these are my torn things? No, I think my torn pages are a little bit later on. These are, Andrea Nelson is an artist and a teacher, and she does very simplified art where this first instruction is draw a blob, and then you draw a blob, and then you draw all the various other elements, and then suddenly you have a whole batch of little deer, and I cut them out. And I think they are just super fun. What would this one? This one was something. Ah, yes. This is Halloween Meets Christmas. Which, I think Halloween and Christmas are they're polar opposites, and I preferred having all of mine together. And so I have the top here, 31, which is Halloween, minus 6 equals 25, the 25th of December. So that's my Halloween meets Christmas. And then I did something that was just a cat image. And then Cindy, in Cindy's ephemera package, she gave me this paper that's just incredible. And I've used it here. I've used it on the front of the book, here and here. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous paper. So I haven't finished doing all of the journaling yet. This is torn paper. Yep, it's torn. And so this is, needs to go in there. This is another piece of journaling that needs to be inserted, and that is an Alton Brown holiday dressing muffin recipe. It's asleep and put a cat. This one is the polka dot one. Plaid and polka dots. Jelly printing for me. This was yes. So a new technique that I saw Shell at Shell's Creative Chaos do is put gesso and napkin on a dictionary page, and I don't know if you can really tell, but that's what I've done here. So this is a new to me technique. And oh yeah, this is one of my favorite items from Rachel at Roxy Creations. Love those foldouts. Come on, you can go in. And I don't know why I have this here, but I know why I have this here, because this is another one of those punched holes, and then I just glued them around a piece of string, and that's where they're meant to be polka dots, and so they go in there. Ah, this is the Kintsugi house. One of my favorite craft items, or at least prompts. I love that this is sort of the front and the back of the house-ish. I don't know if you can see. Do you need something dark? barely see it, but there's a snowflake in there. Love that. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Here. And another snowflake you can see. Love those. Kintsugi house, and then this is another house that is sort of a photograph of this house with the kintsugi in it, and this is a blank card that goes in there. I really enjoyed the ripping up of this, and I also love the tool that comes out of this as the smoke from a chimney. Nothing on that page. What is this? Is this something? It's an envelope. Don't know that this is anything. It might have just been me making a pocket. Well, that's okay. It goes in a pocket that for the entire month of, what month was it? Junctional July, I referred to him as Cheekbones. This is an image from Cindy at Studio Lou. This is called a, what is it called? I wrote it down. Raggedy, by Nick the Booksmith. And is this of anything? So I think this is me with the experiments around AI. So I wanted to see how good art, how good a set of drawings could be, or sort of generated images could be, and using myself as the object or as a subject, meaning I am not an artist and I am not good with technology related to art, and I just wanted to see what kind of images that I could get, because I'm not an artist, so I just wanted to see what I could get. So the second half of this is loaded with me creating digital images purely by AI. I have done no touch-ups. I have done touch-ups in terms of the art. The art is all created. What I might have done is lighten some of the pages, but that's it. So back to Raggedy. Raggedy is supposed to be just a collection of pages that are used as sort of as you plunk it in, it's an insert, and then you just use that. And so we have, not a huge surprise, I'm doing Gracie, or at least Gracie images, and they're all turning out just fine. Both of these are from Michelle at Shell's Creative Chaos, and this is The Blessing of Creativity. Express yourself creatively and reconnect with your inner child. As ideas and inspiration surface, express them without thought, censorship, or judgment. Don't try to make sense of things. Just allow, just feel, just be. This is a time where all is possible. You are limited only by what you think is impossible. Namaste. This is a monstrously complex page, a fold out. So this was me doing something. Magical creature? Nope. Nature's treasure, recycled fairy, vintage meets modern. Don't know. I did go on. I could almost say that this is my crush, because, like, seriously, that's Gracie. So all of these are generated using AI, including this. And this pops out, and this comes up, Oops. That. This sparkly stuff was a bit of paper that was in the ephemera package. Ooh, I loved it for this purpose. So this flips open this way and then flips open that way. And then maybe this is the recycled fairy. And then another cat. And then some mushrooms with another fairy. I think that's what that one was. I am aware that I took the prompt and very loosely reproduced it. I was not at all literal or so obvious in what I produced that you could find it here. This is a journal entry of a meeting that I had with a friend. Birds. This is the birds and salvage birds. No? Torn things? I think this is the salvage birds. Yes, because it says cardinal. Yes, okay. This paper was part of the ephemera pack, and ooh, I really liked it. Just such a tree bark feel to it, and nothing. Everything is improved with a googly eye, and so I have googly eyes put in here because why not? This one must have been the magical creatures. Magical creatures, boop, just like that. This started off life as an image from Cindy at Studio Lou. And she included a small piece of vintage paper that was a recipe. And so these all come out individually. And I very specifically curated the paper so that he had butter, he has teaspoons, bake, sultanas and saffron, salt and yeast. And then this is the 1 pint covered steeped. I just feel that's wonderful. One of the things that I did here, which was, so I wanted to do a whack of pockets. And if I did them in the traditional way of folding another piece of paper, I wouldn't be able to get the real estate. And so this essentially is one sheet of paper that is sewn in 6 and then glued down. And I like this as a pocket method. It's kind of like the idea of a flip up, but not. Oh yes, okay, this is the mushroom challenge. Mushroom robots, yes. So, mushroom robots. There is no robot, but this was the first attempt at using AI to generate images. And this blew me away. I cannot believe how fast, how I am not an artist, so I am not going to understand this is where I'm coming from, but good in my naive eyes, AI can be. It is like, holy Dinah, that is amazing. For tappity tap, give me Christmas mushrooms. I did some additional collaging, needed to label it as AI. Might need to go back and label the other things that I have done as AI, because tell you what, it is really, really easy to have a 30-second AI be masquerading maybe as a digital. More blank pages. I just like all these fish. I tried several times to cover that up, but I said, oh, I like the fish. Haven't done anything with this one yet. Might not. Toys. Match. Did I do anything with this? No. This was an insert from the ephemera package from Cindy, and I love this. It's from June 18th, 1937. There are gold ships and there are silver ships, but there is no ship like friendship. Yours till IDK, which I think is I don't know, Barclay Fritz. And that was 1937 when they were doing IDK. So this whole notion of three-letter acronyms, not at all new, not even close. This is an example of the owls that I was made out of a large circle. Fold the two sides in, fold the top down, and you've got an owl. And toys, and that's my little queen. This, what was this? Was this anything? Oh, no. One of the expressions that Shell's Creative Chaos uses a lot, I think it's a Southern expression, that is, she will say we when she is talking about something like, we are going to have a sip of tea. And then she will clarify for those unfamiliar with the expression and say, and she says, when I say we, I mean me and the mouse in my pocket. And I basically have created a mouse that is in a pocket. And I just think that's a very fun nod. So I don't have Nature's Treasure yet, maybe not. Or Vintage Meets Modern. Or if I have, it's so lost in the execution. Oh yes, these are more journaling cards of Advent calendars. And so I wanted to just make a note that I did Advent calendars this year, but it's also candy. What's it? Forgotten snacks. Couldn't cover this up because it's a Blue Jay. I wonder if this is Vintage Meets Modern. This is what this one might be. So the modern being, again, I'm using AI, and vintage, or is this the Recycled Fairy? I don't know. Or it could just be a page, because sometimes I just do pages. So it's the background. All of this is AI generated except for these little bits here. And again, you can tappity tappity tap, pick a design, hit go, wait 15 seconds, you get an image. It's bananas. And then this last page here is Parrot, which is for the channel Red Parrot. And so that's all she wrote. I still have a few more bits and pieces to put in, but that I think is a wrap. Oh, I can't do that yet. I've got to put this in. And I have a big splodge of paint that I can see. So let's use this to mop that up. Yep. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Adds to the charm. Here we are. Oops. And I can finally put the slip on there. There we are, there we are, and there we are. So I hope you enjoyed December or December Daily or some combination thereof. I hope you had fun and it gave you something to do on the days leading up, and I hope it gives you a place to be able to put in some of the memories that you want to keep for this Christmas. I should probably put the year somewhere. Maybe stamp that on or write it on or something. Because I don't think there's a year. There's a date specifically in here. And the other thing that I want to do is do some kind of a book jewelry. That's what we call it. And I have a key ring, and I have this found bottle cap. I am not a beer drinker, but I got it because I took it, saved it because it is green and it's got a red star in it, and I thought that was kind of fun. So I think we are done. I think we're done. Okay. Thank you, as always, for keeping me company and for being with me for the journey of December. Been an interesting ride. I think by and large, I did what I could to get out of my comfort zone. That comfort zone of, I think the thing that I have most is it's not good enough, maybe. And it's like, it's paper, just go do the thing. Just sew it, it doesn't matter. And it literally doesn't. And you get something that is from your hand, and it feels wonderful when it's done. I am not making that up. And I am so lucky that I have Michelle and Cindy that supplied the journal and the ephemera and art for this, because they are bound up in this journal as well. And that is a wonderful, wonderful Christmas gift. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you real soon. Bye now.